Hey everyone, this is Joanne coming to you live from New York. I'm also known as #unicornboss. So as you guys are jumping online tonight, make sure you go ahead and hit me up with some unicorn emojis because those are my jam. If you're grabbing me live, go ahead and leave me that #1. And if you're catching me on the replay, go ahead and leave me a #2. So I'm super excited tonight, you guys. We're gonna be doing a super quick and easy keto kitchen. So I'm really excited. How many of you guys work really hard all day long and the last thing you wanna do is come home and cook? I know that's me. I don't want to come home and cook. So you guys are going to love this recipe. I couldn't believe how quick and easy the prep was. And this video is going to be really short, but I'm really excited to try it with you all because I know a lot of you guys are looking for quick and easy recipes in the kitchen. So I see a bunch of you guys jumping online. Welcome. Go ahead and say hi and let me know where you're coming in from. Go ahead and leave me a #1 if you're catching me live and hit me up with a #2 if you're on the replay. By the way, if you're a brand new friend, go ahead and comment new below so that way I can circle back around and connect with you. And if we're not friends yet, make sure you go ahead and send me a friend request and hit follow. So, and if you're keto, by the way, go ahead and comment keto and let me know how long you've been on the journey. I've been keto since October. I'm down almost 50 pounds. I'm loving it. I feel awesome. So, hey Sherry, thanks for joining. Oh no, I'm sorry that your doggy is sick. I'm sending him or her a lot of love. Hi Rose. Hi Jennifer, hi Andrew, welcome. So make sure you guys go ahead and say hi tonight as you guys are popping on the video. So let me go ahead and see if I can turn my camera around. So for tonight's keto kitchen, we are doing a baked Mayo Parmesan chicken. So I don't know if that sounds delicious or gross. You guys can comment below. If you think it sounds delicious, go ahead and comment delicious. And if you think it sounds gross because there's mayo in there, you can comment gross. I won't be offended. I was mildly like, I don't know how I feel about this, but I've made a few keto casseroles actually with mayonnaise in them, and it's actually a great way to keep all of your ingredients nice and moist. So it's going to be really delicious. I read a lot of reviews on this recipe and everybody was a huge fan. So Rose says delish, Sherry says delish, awesome. Thank you girls, high five. So there is literally like a 5-minute prep for this. I did say 15 because if you want to go through all the legwork here with the chicken and you want to pound it out, it could potentially be a little bit longer, but super quick and easy. So I'm really excited. Let me go ahead and get started. Let me go over the macros with you real quick. So first things first, what I have here is about 4 servings. It says 4 to 6. I think 6 is stretching it if you only use 4 chicken breasts. I have a pound of chicken tenderloins here, so I have the macro set up for 4 servings. It's 28 grams of total protein, which is super high, very good, love that protein. And the fat, which is my favorite part, is 39 grams of total fat per serving. So that's pretty exciting, you guys, because I know I always say with keto, and you're probably sick of it by now, but I do have some new friends, but if you wanna burn fat, it takes fat to burn fat. So you have to make sure you're eating lots of nice, high, healthy fats. And the coolest thing about this recipe, and this is my first time ever coming across this, and I've been keto since October, so it's been a hot minute now, this recipe actually has 0 carbs. That is pretty damn cool, you guys. So if you want to have 2 servings of this, you could totally double it up and get some extra fats in, and it would be absolutely amazing. 0 carbs, Sherry, can you believe it? So pretty exciting. You could even, I was thinking about like different ways we could modify this recipe. You could even like crush up some pork rinds and sprinkle it on top just to kind of get a little nice crust. I mean, there's a million things you can do with this, which is pretty exciting. Yeah, Sherry says, woo woo. Woo woo, I agree with you, girl. Hey, Kina, thanks for joining and thank you for sharing. By the way, if you guys love my page, if you learn a lot about keto, make sure you go ahead and share this video out to either your main page or to any appropriate keto groups. I really appreciate your love and support. And I'm glad you guys, I'm getting lots of delicious comments and no gross comments. So thank you for that. Andrew says he would still try it. Well, good. I'm glad to hear it. Okay, so let me show you guys how easy this is. You guys are literally gonna die. So I've got a pound of the tenderloins here. I like to cook with tenderloins just because I feel like sometimes when the chicken breasts are whole and they're so thick that sometimes they don't really cook right. So I like to get the little ones. Aw, thanks for the love. I appreciate it, sister. But I do have a pound of chicken breast here. My oven, by the way, is preheating to 375 degrees. So I've just got my baking dish here. Now, if you're using normal chicken breasts, it recommends 4 chicken breasts, and it says to cut them up, trim them, of course, and then it recommends pounding them to tenderize them, which I'm skipping that whole part, you guys. I mean, I'm basic in the kitchen. I don't really want to get too in depth with it. So if you wanted to do all that business, you definitely could. So I'm getting just to the part now where we're gonna make our topping for the chicken to bake it. So first things first, I've got 3/4 of a cup of mayo right here. I already kind of measured it out because mayonnaise is kind of hard to measure, and I didn't want to be like stumbling on a live video. I get a little worried about that sometimes, but I do have some things I wrote down that I want you guys to be careful with on your mayonnaise. Okay, a lot of mayo out there is not keto, and it would totally show you the mayonnaise that I use, but I wasn't thinking, and I used the last of it, and I threw the container away, not thinking, because I usually like to show you guys the back of the ingredients so you can check it out. So I personally like the avocado mayonnaise from Thrive, but there are tons of great options out there, and I'll share the link later in the comments here or up at the top of the post, so that way you guys can have it if you want. I did do some research though to write down some things that you need to look for on normal mayonnaise that I see all of the time. I know mayo is so good. It's such a tasty way to like amp up recipes. So first things first you want to look for in mayonnaise is, now this is only if you're strict keto, but be careful of soybean oil. I actually learned this recently from a YouTube friend, so if she's watching, shout out to you, sweetie. She taught me that soybean oil is actually really bad for inflammation. So if you're somebody that struggles with inflammation a lot in your body and you have pain in your joints and in your bones and things like that, you might want to start skipping things that have soybean oil in it, okay? Another thing that is in mayonnaise that I never realized until I went keto and I started kind of researching ingredients and looking for hidden magical things that were going to mess up my ketosis is that there's potato starch in mayo. Did you guys know that? Potato starch. And that potato starch will sure break your ketosis. So make sure you're not using mayo that's got potato starch in it. And there's actually sugar in mayo. Did you guys know that? So if you're not careful, you could actually pick up some mayo that's gonna totally screw up your ketosis. So I hope you guys enjoyed those tips and tricks on mayo. If you have any other mayonnaise favorites that are keto approved, go ahead and share and comment below. I would love to see that. And yes, Jen, no carbs. How exciting is that? I know. You could have 2 servings of this and really beef up your fats, which is exciting. So you've made this one before, Kendall. That's exciting. Would love to know what you think about it. So, okay, here we go. So for the topping, that's literally it. We've got 3/4 of a cup of mayo. I've got 6 tablespoons of Parmesan cheese here. So I'm just gonna add it right in. And then we're gonna measure out some spices together. And that's it, literally 3 seconds. So we've got some garlic powder, and we wanna use 3/4 of a teaspoon. So while I'm getting this ready, by the way, tell me how your day was. How's everyone doing today? Did you all have to go back to work today after the holiday? Let me tell you, I don't know what I was thinking. I should have definitely taken the day off today. Poor planning on my part. It was so hard to go back to work, so. Okay, I'm gonna have to do 1/4 and then 1/2 because I don't have a 3/4 teaspoon. Is it a teaspoon or a tablespoon? Yeah, it's a teaspoon. So, thanks for sharing, Marlene. I appreciate it. No, I don't taste the avocado. The taste is a little bit different than your normal mayo, but it's not awful. And I want to make sure I'm staying in ketosis, so I don't mind it at all. Some people, like if you read reviews on it, some people don't like it. It's like hit or miss. I'm pretty easygoing. As long as it doesn't taste terrible, I'll be happy with it. So Kina was a hot mess at work today. I so feel you, girl. I got home so late from watching fireworks last night. I had a great time. Did a quick live video with you all last night about gratitude. So if you missed it, make sure you go back and catch the replay. And then I jumped in bed and I got about 5 hours of sleep before I had to wake up in the morning. It was awful. So, okay, so next we're gonna use, and you could use anything that you want, it just recommends a poultry seasoning. So I've got a Mrs. Dash chicken here. This is definitely keto friendly. It's just got garlic, onion, spices, oregano, rosemary, basil, all kinds of good stuff. No sugar, no nothing that's gonna mess up your keto, so you're totally fine. 3/4. So we're gonna do it again. I'm doing 1/4 and then 1/2. Cool. So that is it. So I'm just gonna mix this around pretty much. Oh my God, didn't realize you guys like really couldn't see here. One day I'm going to have like this nice setup in a kitchen where you can actually see when I'm working. But until then, you guys will have to bear with me. So if you really wanna see what's happening, you can always swipe the comments to the side, by the way. Wow, this actually looks better than I thought it was gonna look. I was kind of like, I'm still kind of on the fence about this whole mayo thing, but I know it tastes delicious. So if you use mayo in casseroles, it really does keep everything moist and juicy. So check this out. So this is essentially the coating that we're gonna put right on top of the chicken and we're gonna bake it. And the after photos, I'll make sure I do a live tasting and I will share after photos so you can see what it looks like. But I looked at a bunch of the after photos online for this, and this gets a nice bubbly brown crust, so it looks really, really delicious. Hey Felicia, so you just wanna make sure you're getting a keto-friendly mayo. I like the avocado mayo by Thrive. Thrive Market, you can subscribe to them, but I'm sure there's a ton of other options out there. I just went with that because I was having a hard time finding something that was keto friendly in my local grocery store. I don't know where you all are from, but I'm from New York, so there's not a lot of healthy options up here. My nearest Trader Joe's is down in Jersey, and it's a real hike to get there, so I kind of just went with the online one because it was a lot easier. But I would love, if anybody has like a favorite keto-friendly mayo, go ahead and share with the rest of us, because I'm sure there's a ton of other options out there. You just want to be really careful of the things like I mentioned before. A lot of mayos have sugar in them, cornstarch, no, not cornstarch, potato starch. And if you're looking to reduce inflammation in your body, I actually learned from a friend online that soybean oil really can cause inflammation in your body, and a lot of mayonnaises have soybean oil in them. So hey Shabless, thanks for joining. Oh, so I'm using the Thrive Market avocado mayo. So hopefully enough people will watch this and they'll share a few more brands and options for you guys. Okay, so like that's it. That is it, you all. Super quick and easy. I wasn't joking when I said to you guys that this was gonna be easy, right? So literally a 5-minute prep, and the reviews for this recipe were stellar. It's supposed to be super juicy, delicious, and have a lot of flavor. Duke's mayo, no sugar. Okay, cool. I'll have to go back and check the ingredients on that. That would be wonderful. This is 4 servings. It's a pound of chicken breast. The recipe actually says 4 to 6, but I don't think 4 chicken breasts is 6 servings. What do you guys think? I mean, I feel like I can eat a whole chicken breast by myself. So I'm saying 4 servings on this for the macros. And there are 0 carbs in this recipe here, so you can really, really enjoy it. Ooh, I love what Keena's sharing. Soy is awful for estrogen dominant disorders. Wow, thank you for sharing that. I had no idea. I actually learned that from a YouTube friend because I was recommending a keto-friendly dressing, and she brought to my attention that there was soybean oil in it and how bad it is for you, and I had no idea. So I'm not the expert, you guys. I'm just learning just like you all, but I like to show you that the keto journey is always ever evolving. And my first month, like I've shared with you guys before, I was a hot mess and I made a lot of mistakes. So, you know, if you're getting down on yourself, just keep going. You're going to continue learning more and more. So I see a bunch of you guys jumping on. I'm right at the very end here. Welcome, though. You'll have to go back and catch the replay. We're all done here. I'm about to pop this in the oven. So when I'm all done, I will make sure to share the final results with you all. So thank you all for joining me tonight. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed the recipe and you learned a few things about keto, make sure you go ahead and share this video out to your friends and family. And don't forget to send me a friend request if we're not connected yet. Thanks everyone, have a great night. I'll be back again tomorrow to share with you again soon. Take care.